What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another exciting Minecraft Let's Play. I hope you all are having a delightful start to, what is it? Is it your weekend? What day is it? Today is Saturday. Right, so I hope you're having a wonderful start to your weekend. Everybody, come on in, have a seat on the couch. We're just going to sit down and just have a chat together. First off, Shadra and Cheese, appreciate the follows. Welcome on in. May you enjoy your stay. Let me turn the music up a little bit. Oh, that's my menu. There we go. That's more like it. Maybe turn it down just a little bit. Latro, appreciate the follow. Welcome. So honestly, there's about 3 things that I really wanted to talk about today. And whoosh, anything else that we get to talking about is absolutely fantastic. You know, I love chatting with you, chat. Y'all a bunch of cuties. So we'll have a nice conversation today. The first thing that I wanted to talk about was the game that we played yesterday on stream, Into the Radius. It's had me shook. That game, if you didn't watch the VOD, you didn't watch it live, whatever, that's fine. But I posted some clips of it on Twitter, and oh my god, there was these little, literal Lovecraftian Cthulhu monsters. They looked like the mimics from, Prey, and they were, basically, they just went... and they just slurped across the ground, and then they would jump at your face. Which, you know, in a game, you know, you go, haha, that's so scary, oh whoa. But, it was in VR, so it was even scarier to actually watch that weird little thing go jumping right at your face. And, there was actual screams of terror. That was not acting, that wasn't, haha, I'm gonna act all scared just for stream, haha. No, that was actual terror. My life flashed before my eyes. Somebody I didn't even know, their life flashed before my eyes. All in all, it was a terrifying time. 10 out of 10, can't wait to do it again though. Next stream we do, I don't know if it's gonna be tomorrow, Monday, maybe even Tuesday, might take some time off. We're going back in there. We're going back into the zone. And I'm looking forward to going back just because it's exciting. Like, I want to find, like, more guns, because our trusty Makarov, which is the first gun the game gave us, I've still been rocking around with and been doing bits, but in a game where everything has to be, like, manually loaded, like, we picked up a shotgun, and I was like, yeah! And I went to shoot, like, the funny shadow guy who was chasing me, and the shotgun just went click, 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 click. Because it turns out the guns you pick up, they got safeties on them that you need to turn off. Because, you know, that makes a fun video game. But yeah, so like, I've just been in love with that game. Hey, Rob, welcome on in. We had just started, so you're coming in right at the beginning. How am I doing? I'm doing good, Degree. But, yes, welcome on in, Rob. How was your stream? What did you play? How's it going? Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. We splat him. Gotcha. I never played any of the Splatoon games, but I'm tentatively excited for the 3rd one because, like, all of my other friends seem to play the hell out of it, and I've just been, you know, left out in the corner, like, you know, I want to play, but, you know, everyone else is better than me, so I definitely plan on getting Splat 3, so then I can, you know, be a cool epic gamer with you guys.
Help him trapped and I need rescuing. Let me out of the basement.
No, host, you have to stay there. I'm sorry, it's, you know the rules, and so do I. Get back in the basement, host. And thank you for 100 biddy. What do I get if you pre-order Splatoon 3? I don't know, Beth. I don't know, for Nintendo or GameStop or I don't know. Anyways, but still, Rob, thank you so much for dropping off some lovely friends on over. I promise I'll take good care of them. I'll water them. I'll feed them. Maybe I'll even take them on a walk if they're good, but only if they're good. And hey, Callie, how you doing today, too? Anyways, back to what I was talking about, which is my currently traumatic and repressed memories. So we played Into the Radius yesterday, which, if you missed it or you're new here, oh, and excuse me, Latro, thank you so much for the follow. I don't think did I say thank you to that? I don't think I did, so thank you so very much. So what it was is, if you don't know the Stalker games, which essentially you play as a stalker, which is someone illegally going into Chernobyl, and it's full of mutants, and there's anomalies that are all deadly, and it's scary. It's that, but in VR, because VR makes everything so much fucking cooler, and there's just something.
I may not feel love, but I do feel hate. I fucking hate you, Hank.
Get on out of here, stalker.
Get out of here, stalker. That was Scottish, that wasn't Russian. Look, we all know I'm bad with accents. I've never been good with them. And what's up, Frostin'? How you doing? And host, thank you for the 200 biddies. But save your money, kid, or I'll kick you in the head just like that. I'll even do it twice. That's right, punk. VR just gives you headaches. Yeah, VR's not for everyone. A lot of people, it gives them motion sickness. I used to get terrible, terrible motion sickness in VR. Until I purposely climbed up on top of the highest things in the old VR chat world, and I would dive off until I got used to it.
I'm going to waste my money sending dumb messages in your chat to play the funny sound effects.
Look, host, I can't control you. Thank you for the 200 biddies. But I'm still gonna kick you later when you get out of work, so. Who's the real winner here? Me, because I get to kick you in the head. But yeah, where was I going? Oh yeah, back to the stalker thing. There's one part where there was a, big, like, crane. So I started climbing up it, and there's parts where you literally had to, like, hold on to one side and reach, like, all the way on over to the other side, and try not to, fall down to your brutal, inevitable demise. Until I got to the very top, and I got onto the final ladder, and I'm holding on for dear life, and suddenly, I go to reach up, I'm reaching up, and I... and I fell off the entire frickin' crane, and it was traumatizing, and that's when I found out the game didn't have fall damage, and then I became a lot less paranoid, and I climbed right back up lickety-split, because, what can I say, I'm a gamer, I'm a cool gamer. I climbed up, and...
I heard we wasting money in here?
No, Bucket, you heard wrong. You were told to waste money on McDonald's for yourself. Treat yourself, Bucket. Treat yourself. But thank you for the 100 biddies. Am I gonna do a special video about it? I kinda debated it. But I'm not really sure yet. Those longer videos take a lot of frick-frack and effort.
The wheel hath spoken and picked you as my next prime sub-target. So here you go, friend 3.
Allie, do you just have a wheel you spin? Do you have like a wheel of fortune of just people you know? And you just... and you spin it to see who gets your prime sub? Because I'm blessed. I'm blessed, is what I'm trying to say. I forgot how loud that one was.
Monkey.
I forgot how loud that one was. Holy shit. What's up, Frosty? How you
I'm
doing?
not hungry for McDonald's, I rather do this. John Madden, John Madden, John Madden, John
John
Madden,
Madden, John Madden, John Madden, John Madden, John Madden, John Madden. Thank you. Thank you, Mute. Thank you, Bucket. Yeah, love bugs. Thank you very much. The Topsy-Turvy Instructful. Thank both y'all for the follows. I kind of want to play Moonbase Alpha, not because I care about the game at all. What happened to the Zelda game? Which one? Breath of the Wild or the classic ones? Because I beat both the classic ones. No, I like that vibe, Kelly. I like the vibe. The idea that you just have a Wheel of Fortune. I don't even, picture it as, a digital Wheel of Fortune. The way I see it, you just have an actual, just full wheel, set up next to you. And just once a month, you just pull the cloth off of it, grab it, and just go, and let it rip. Because that just entertains me. I don't care if it's not the truth. It's my truth. Moonbase Alpha. Yeah, Moonbase Alpha just seems fun purely on the fact that, I want to play around with the text-to-speech. And, you can enter in, stuff to make the text-to-speech go all wonky and stuff, too. And it just looks fun. Grin, appreciate the follow. And the one where I killed the melting guy, I already beat that game. I beat both of the Zelda games, the classic ones, Christian. There's only 2 of them. I already beat both of them. You know, it costs money to eat food. No, it doesn't cost money to eat food. It costs money to buy food. But hypothetically, if you were to get the food, you don't need
This is exactly
to
like
pay to
playing
eat it.
Moonbase Alpha.
So loud.
Oh, the test results are coming in. John Madden.
Alright, well, we got the test results in, folks, and you heard it here first, John Madden. So, I think we can wrap up, our case here. Can wrap up the stream. That's it. Yeah, see you around. Psych. Pranked you. Y'all got pranked. Thank you very much. Mute again. And host. Y'all are sweethearts. Thank you very much. And Snap. Cat. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome on in. And what's up, Pichu? And Rikushimo. Thank you very much for the kind words. Thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoy my dumb antics. It's barely been 20 minutes. Hasn't even been 20 minutes. It's been 18 minutes and 25 seconds, to be exact. Alright, so I know I said there's a couple of topics I want to get to. Here's a second topic. Here's the second topic. And I said we were going to go in varying degrees of intensity. So we were going to start at the least intense, which was playing Into the Radius. And now...
I may not feel love, but I do feel hate. I fucking hate you, Hank.
Hang on, something else is coming though.
Alright, let's print out these results.
Host likes Batgirls.
Also, host has good taste. Alright, that's fine, Bucket. I was scared there for a moment. But thank God things are okay. He just has good taste. Thank you very much, Bucket. And Buckskin Zeus. Thank you so very much. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much for gifting one out to Mitsubishi and Cat Muto. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. So thank you very much. And if you are here, you two, please say thank you to Zeus. You don't have to do anything special. I bet you don't even need to say it in the chat. Just sacrifice a goat in the middle of a lightning storm, and I'm sure Zeus will get the message. Saturn, appreciate the follow as well. Welcome on in. But, okay, so.
Hang on, wait, there is something else coming through. Meatball is incoming.
Yeah, I could tell the printer was struggling there at the end. Printed out all that meatball. Thank you, host and Mute again for the 150. I'm gonna tell all of you guys now. Stop wasting your money. Save your money for yourself. Buy yourself something nice. nice, go out and buy yourself, I don't know, a Lamborghini. I don't know. Also, you can't find the clip where Zelda was like, good! I posted on Twitter, so you can check my Twitter. And Malbar, thank you very much for the follow. And again, Zeus, thank you very much, and I hope you have a good day, too. I were in a Pokemon battle, what would my Pokemon be? I'd be a Routes. I don't know what to tell you. I would be a Routes. Come on. I got it. But if I had to be my own, like, Pokemon, I'd definitely be a Fairy Steel type. That's just how I am. I'm just that cool. I have a Route stuffed animal that actually just came in the mail.
Hang on, wait, there is something else coming through. What did the grape say when it got crushed? Nothing, it just let out a little whine.
Physical agony.
Okay, but let me use my last 100 bits at the very least.
Sounds like me if I stick my finger in the electrical socket. Thank you, you two, even if one of them was a pun and hurt me on both a physical, emotional, and a metaphysical level. But thank you very much. Thank you, you two, but please stop. Who would win, Spider-Man or Iron Man? Probably Iron Man. Spider-Man would, like, swing in and then just literally get shot and die. Just throwing that out there. Mr. Alive, thank you very much for the following. Hell of a boss has been hit. Telephone, thank you very much as well. You aware being Fairy Steel type would cancel out the weakness of the Fairy type? Nope, but makes sense. I'm just incredibly powerful. Oh, you see these pythons? Oh, we might have to stop at a veterinarian because, oh, these pythons are sick as hell. Oh, the beach is that way. Ava, welcome on in as well. Enjoy your stay and thank you very much for the follow. Do I plan on playing Don't Starve together? Not really. Doesn't really seem like my cup of tea, but if I did play it, I'd play as the pyromaniac who, like, relieves stress by setting things on fire, because that's a mood.
He is coming, whisper, the day of reckoning is here. The day that we have all been waiting for. It is going to happen soon. Soon, I tell you, he is approaching fast. Papa John's foretold this day.
God, not Papa John's. Thank you. Bucket, 100 biddies, and Buckskin Zeus coming in, having gifted out some subs before gifting themselves like an absolute mad lad. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. May you enjoy your emotes, and if you're in the Discord, enjoy your new role there. So thank you very much. And what's up, Willow? How you doing? Ever play Assassin's Creed game or plan on playing one? I've played 3 Assassin's Creed games. I've played Assassin's Creed 1. I've beaten Assassin's Creed 2. And then I played Assassin's Creed on the Nintendo DS, which is a weird experience to say the least. You're gonna waste a few points you saved up. Fine. I'll dab, whatever. It's a cycle, a vicious cycle is what it is, dude. DS, yeah, there was one on the Nintendo DS, and it was something special. And I appreciate the kind words, Buckskin. I do appreciate them very much. So thank you. Thank you very much. So where's I going? I was a Transformer, what I'd turn into a lot. I'd turn into a lot. I've said that before. I'd turn into a nice, compact rectangle of a car. No real reason, just for style points. Oh yeah, what I was going to talk about. So, the other day, I'm just minding my own business. I was about to play some games with some friends. We're all sitting in call, having a good time, and I get a DM from someone that I didn't recognize. And that's none too alarming at first, until they say, you need to change the profile pic of your emote bot because they are using my art. And then they left my server so I couldn't message them back. And already that there, I'm just confused. I'm like, the what of my what? What? And so I'm sitting there a little bit confused. So I had them as a friend on Discord so I can message them, and I think you play Doki Doki. No, it's already been spoiled, so there's no reason for me to really play it. So I add them as a friend so I can message them back, and I said, excuse me, what are you talking about? And they're like, somebody has told me you're using my art. And when they say your emote bot, they would had one of my emotes in their status. So I was like, so you've taken one of my emotes that I commissioned and are trying to tell me that you made it? I'm like, no. So then they get back to me and they send me a screen cap of somebody saying their profile picture, which was a Fox character. And I'm like, no, why would I use that? I have no reason to use that, and I've never seen that picture before. What the person was trying to say was in their status, but didn't say it correctly. And anyways, it comes down to that somebody in... Hi, Jeffy. Hi, Jeffy. Welcome on in. I hope you're having fun in Eco. Welcome on in, everybody. Come on. Come take a seat. We got plenty of space here on the couch, you know. It's a little bit dusty. I'm sorry. I haven't done my spring cleaning yet. But yes, welcome on in. Get comfy. Take a seat. I was just complaining about my events from the other night where one of my emotes had been stolen, and I was a little bit of a cranky baby. So, hope I'm having a good stream. I'm just having fun, just sitting down, vibing, talking, chilling. And that's what's good about these streams is I don't really need to have a plan. Mostly, I just let the ADHD take the reins, and I start talking, and then somewhere like an hour and a half, 2 hours down the line, I remember, oh yeah, I'm supposed to stop talking at some point, but you know, we'll burn that bridge when we get there. Was it stolen? It was stolen on Discord. So I was mid-story. I'll give you the quick and dirty at the beginning. That someone messaged me saying that I had stolen their art, which turned out to be a miscommunication from a third party who was trying to tell them their status was mine, which was my OO face emote, and it turns out someone in their Discord had added it, and they were just being really weird and just not, like, removing the emote, and I'm like, can you remove it? And they're like, I can invite you to the Discord and give you an admin role so you can remove it yourself. And I'm like, no. Just remove it. I don't really care about the details. I don't need an admin role. Just get rid of it. Ugh, it's my birthday and everything is so tough today. And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. Just remove my damn emote, or I'm gonna have to DMCA you through Discord because it's mine. I paid for it. I have the rights to it, and I didn't say you could use it. So, anyways, eventually it got removed. But then their next response was, oh, whoa, hey, Whisper, are you a boy or a girl? Because if you're a boy, I'd like to suck your penis. And I'm like, and away from that conversation, I went and I will never be returning to it. Bro, what is wrong with people? Like, do you see? I know that escalated for you guys, but could you imagine how far that escalated for me? It literally went from, hey, you stole my emote, to, what if we were to... And I'm like, what's wrong with you? So, yeah, so that's not a conversation that I'm ever going back to. And if I ever see them with my emote again, I will file a DMCA notice, because I ain't dealing with that shit. Say psych? No, there is no psych to be said. Listen. It was a weird time. I did not expect one of my emotes to show up in a random furry server. Especially when I'm a robot? Like, there ain't much fur here, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I make myself look like a dude. No. But yeah, it was absolutely wacky. And, yeah, I'm just gonna pretend that it never happened. Carla, appreciate the follow. Welcome on in. So yeah, it was, this went from ground zero to Chernobyl. Yeah, it did. It just went, whoop. What happened? Oh, don't worry about it, Bobby. I'm not going back into it. Somebody stole my emote, and then they had some, interesting stuff to say. So I've had an interesting week. That's one way to call it, Jeffy. That's one thing to say. Then someone got mad that I had said that it was, a furry server, and it's like, listen, I got nothing against furries. If that's what you like, more power to you. I'm glad you found something that you like. But I don't have fur. I don't understand. I don't have fur. This is like an extra confusion factor of I don't have fur, so why is it in a furry server? I don't get it. It's just like extra confusing to me. Galago and Karai Kami, appreciate the follows. And welcome on in. Totally scaly. No, I don't have scales either. Look at this. This is ding, 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 ding. Hard metal. There ain't nothing alive in this absolute hunk of robotics. So there is just so much confusing. Alright, Jeffy, go eat up, drink, and take care of yourself. Thank you again for dropping some friends off, and I hope you had a good morning streaming. How's it going? It's going. Is that my home? Yeah, this is definitely my home. But yeah, so now comes the most dramatic thing to talk after this.
Hang on, wait, there is something else coming through. Bucket is lame.
True, but that's okay. We love him for who he is. We love him for who he is. Thank you for the 100 biddies. I love you, Bucket. Name a random anime and you'll watch it. Ergo Proxy. My favorite anime out there up until like the middle episodes. Had a good start, good end. Kind of open end, but it was alright. The middle and then end. You know how it goes. But, so like I said at the start of this video, listen, host, I'm with you. Batgirl's skin. I told Bucket you have great taste. I'm on your side, host. But where was I? Oh yeah. Okay, now I remember. So I was talking about how we were gonna go in the topics were gonna go in degrees of severity. I talked about the game we played. Talked about when furries gave me weird DMs and stole my emotes, and now it's time for the most dramatic thing that happened. And that's that I remembered something. I remembered my super old DeviantArt account. Now, I know one time I shared with you a couple of pictures of my old Sonic OCs. And we had a nice conversation about those. But what if I told you that I found a DeviantArt account from probably about 3 years before that? I believe it was about 2009. And this is when things get really bad. It's okay if you're furry, yeah, of course it is. You do you. Live your life. You're into something, be happy about it. Love it. Alright. So I found my super duper old Sonic OC. The one that I talked about when we went over it all way back when, the Shidori the Wolf Fox. You know, real cool. He was black and red, and he had a gold lightning bolt that went up one of his arms. So I found pictures of him. And so you'd think, oh, that's traumatizing enough, Whisper, I'm so sorry. Except that it brought back a flood of memories. It's like I just got plugged into, like, Cerebro from the X-Men, and it all just came flooding back, and oh my god, it was tragic. I'm about to tell you the story of the greatest Sonic fanfiction that never got written. So, way back when I was super, about this OC.
Shut the fuck up. No one cares about your robot.
Why? It's Sonic fanfiction. It's not robot fanfiction for once. I can't have anything nice. You're bullying me. Talk about timing. I love you. Thank you very much for the 500 biddies. Oh, been waiting for so long to use that. I'm glad you planned ahead, hose. Oh, okay. So getting back into this sick fanfiction that wasn't technically fanfiction, but kind of was. So I just finished reading the Halo 1 book, Halo the Flood, which was very, a lot of it was from, like, the Marines' perspective, and it was down and gritty on the front lines, and I was like, oh, I love to read that. And I was like, I like to read. I have this character. What if I wrote something, Uno Hana-sama. Appreciate the follow and welcome on in. Thank you very much. The Halo books are great. Alright, don't even get me started. The Flood. What was the one that was in between Halo 1 and Halo 2 and explained how John got home? All I remember, I don't remember the name of the book, but I remember the name of the Covenant ship and the unyielding Hierophant. I don't know why I remember that. But, anyways, I gotta... Ghosts of Onyx was good. Olive Reach was good. Anyway, I gotta stop nerding out about Halo. Okay, don't nerd out about Halo. We're talking about Sonic fanfiction right now. A much more serious topic, and I need to focus. Okay. So, what happened is I wanted to write a book. I wanted to be a nitty, gritty combat book where the first and foremost protagonist was was essentially my Sonic OC, but I wanted him to be like absolutely chatted out. Like I wanted him to be like 6'4", being in like an absolute Chad, an absolute hunk of meat. And I thought the best way to do this, because at the time, I really liked reading conspiracy theories. I didn't believe in them, but I liked, the questions that they made and the kind of intrigue there was, like, you can't trust anyone, not even your parents, because they could be lizard people. And so I remember that the beginning of this book was... Okay, I'll get into it in a moment. Honey Bunny, appreciate the tier 1. Welcome on in. Thank you so very, very much. Enjoy your brand new emotes. Feel free to spam them to your heart's content. And if you join the Discord, enjoy your new role there too. I'm the best person. No chat. Y'all are the best. What if I'm a lizard person as well as your parents? Well, then you're all scalies, and I don't know what to tell you. So, the book opened up. It was going to start off with a group of soldiers. I didn't know any, like, military ranks, so I had to, like, Google the ranks, and I'm pretty sure I took, like, ranks of multiple different, like, branches of the military, because I think there was a lance corporal there, then there was, like, a master sergeant. I don't know lickety, I don't know squat about the military or the ranking system. So I was like an 8-year-old dweeb on Google trying to figure things out. Mario was a road warrior. Luigi was a biker. Toad is a gunslinger. Is weird vibes, because all I can hear is RT Game's Toad voice. And it's dramatic.
Hang on, wait, there is something else coming through. It's Spartan Saturday.
Spartan Saturday. Okay, so thank you for the 150 biddies. And I know I've told this story before that we're kind of going off on a tangent. There was, I joined a friend in VR chat at one point, and for whatever reason, there was just like 100. Actually, I don't know if I've told this story on stream before. Okay, I'm about to tell you one of the funniest... Actually, I told it on someone else's stream, but I'll tell it on my own stream for once. I'm about to tell you one of the funniest fucking experiences I've had in VR chat. So, you won $50? Hey, congrats! There you go. Anyways, I joined a friend I haven't seen in years. Last time I saw this person, they were Spartan with like an anime cat girl head. And they were a desktop user. They're about yay high. I go to see him now. Absolute, like, full giga chat. He's got, like, trip pants on, full body, and he is out there dancing his little heart out. What is a compass? That's a good question. But also, thank you for the follow, and I hope you enjoy your stay. So, I see him. I got invited to a dance party, and, you know, I love dancing. If you know me, I love dancing in VR. So I'm sitting there, I'm raising the roof, I'm having a good time, doing a little robot, you know, fitting the role, having a great time. And suddenly all it is Spartans, like Halo Spartans. They all have like unique armor, like they basically have their Spartan OCs, and there is probably like 30 of them at this dance party. And most of them have full body and are going absolutely ham on the dance floor. Like, they are really kicking it out, and it was beautiful. It was absolutely hilarious to see, and kind of wholesome in a way. Anyways, eventually I had some guy, he was a Spartan armor anime girl head. He comes over, you know, we're just hanging out, we're dancing, and he's like, hey, I really like your avatar. This was back when I had first gotten my avatar. So I was like, that's really nice of you, thank you. And we talked for a bit. You know, we're dancing, we're having a good time. And this other guy comes strutting over. He walks up to the other guy in the anime girl Spartan, and he's like, hey, I sent you a friend request. And the guy's like, oh, sorry, you know, my friends list is full. I'm really sorry to say that, you know, yada, yada, yada. Which, I know it was a complete lie because he had sent me a friend request like 5 minutes before this, and it was wonderful. And right after that, he goes, "So, you drinking? I'm drinking. You want to go get a drink?" The guy's like, "No, not particularly. I don't want to." And probably about 5 minutes later, he's like, "Cool. How about we get out of here? You know, maybe head to a private world or something." So this man was trying to hook up at like a Halo Spartan dance party to try to get some virtual coochie. And I found that to be like some of the funniest shit ever because he just kept getting shut down time after time after time after time. And it was, you know those like bad commercials that you see of like pickup artists and they're like, "Every woman wants to know this one thing and one thing only, and then she'll fall in love in your arms right then and there. And it's the woman's fault she doesn't love you. It's not your fault. You just gotta do this one simple it almost felt like someone was following like those instructions. Because it's hard to imagine like actual like empathetic thinking individuals to interact like that. Just the way he sauntered on over and was just like, "Hey, you drinking? You want a drink? In a private world? Nah. Well, can we at least be friends?" It was baffling. It was baffling to me. It was downright just baffling. But yeah, no. So that's my little tangent that I wanted to go down. Let's reel it on back to me talking about my bad Sonic fanfiction that wasn't technically Sonic fanfiction and never got written. Or I'll
Hang
wait.
on, wait, there is something else coming through. Change the world. My final message. Goodbye.
My final message. Change the world. Goodbye. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Stop wasting your money. Before I, like, ban you. Like, I don't know, can I ban people from giving bits? I don't know, I'll find a way, I'll ban you. Stop it. Get some help. But thank you. Very much. Okay, back to the fanfiction. So, it was gonna start off, and it was, oh, sorry about that, Timber. We unfortunately, we can't have, links posted in the chat. So anyways, it opens up, I wrote, like, the first 2 pages, because I planned this to be a full book. It opens up with soldiers on, the front lines, and, you know, they're crawling through the underbush, rifles in hand, you know. I also had a self-insert character, which had a variation of my name, my IRL name, and they were the sergeant in the opening squad. So this fanfiction had a self-insert in it and everything. Oh, so they're going in. I forget how, but they're supposed to get captured. And I just, for whatever reason, there's this one conspiracy. I think it was called like the Bilderbergs, and like it's supposed to be all the rich people, and they're in like a group and they control the world behind the lines or something. So that was the one that, for whatever reason, my minuscule CPU just latched onto and was like, "They're evil. It's excellent." So they were captured by those people for some reason. And I'm back. So they were They were captured by those people for some reason. Not sure why. Yep, actually. I think my waist tracker's a little bit off. There we go. Anyways, so they got captured by them, and they're like, the only way to create the ultimate super soldier is to inject them with animal DNA. And I was like, that makes perfect sense. You know, why not? And not only are they going to get injected with the animal DNA, but they're going to turn into people-animal hybrids. So then the main character was supposed to wake up, and it was going to be in the middle of like a siege, and the door's going to get kicked in, and he's going to threaten the person, but the person's really there to help him. And that person was going to be the love interest, which was one of the other OCs that I had made that I showed off last time, as well as somebody who's basically George from Halo Reach. Kill Monkey, appreciate the follow, welcome on in, enjoy your stay. And they were supposed to get away in the vehicle that was a Warthog, but not technically a Warthog. It just totally looked like it. They're totally different vehicles. Please believe me, bro. So they drove away in that, and I remember specifically. Why am I copying the plot of TMNT to Michael Bay movie? No, because I thought of this first. All right, that movie came out years after this. Honestly, Michael Bay probably got into my PC, looked at the first draft of like the first 3 pages, and went, "This fucking idiot's onto something," and he just took it. I haven't seen royalties. Michael Bay, if you're listening, I'm suing your ass. I'm coming for you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Anyways, so they get to their, like, camp, and actually, no, before that, so they're in the car, and I vividly remember there was one line that I was super proud of, and I was so proud of it, because I stole it from another book. I stole it from the first Artemis Fowl book, and it was, they were in the car, and the bullets were going to be a tattoo pattern into the windshield. I was like, it's genius. And I vividly remember, because I stole it from Artemis Fowl, the first book, when Butler shot the troll in the forehead with the Sig Saucer. Vividly remember that. Vividly. But yeah, so then they get back to the camp, and there was gonna be, I was like, God, what's more patriotic and cool? Why, they're gonna have an American flag at their camp for some reason. And so there was an American flag above the camp, and they were gonna, I never thought of like the middle of the story. I only thought about the beginning and like a single piece in the middle, nothing in between. And one of the things was I directly was like, yo, the Flood are scary. I played Halo. Flood are all and creepy. What if I did that? I can't call it the Flood. So what if they're the animal hybrids who mutated wrongly? And they're evil and gross, and they've broken out of the lab, and they're attacking everyone. And now, like, little 8-year-old, little 8-year-old, like, goofball was like, that is smart as shit. Hell yeah. Do it. Action. Thank you for gifting one out to Octane. Octane, please say thank you. But thank you very, very much for gifting one out. And for resubbing yourself for the 3rd month.
Thanks for 3 months. I appreciate the content.
Well, I appreciate you being here, so thank you very, very, very much. Do I want to buy a box of Thin Mints? No, Pichu, I don't want to buy a box of Thin Mints. But yes, again, thank you very much. Back to the intense story. So I remember they were gonna like pull people into like the vents in the ceiling and stuff, and they were gonna be like super strong. And they were gonna go in their primal animal instincts. So they were gonna be like, crawling around and stuff, and it was just bad. It was just bad is what I'm trying to get at. It was awful. And I never figured out how it would end. And it's a shame. I think the world is worse off having not received this epic 2009 Sonic fanfiction. You know, because what, didn't 50 Shades of Grey start as, like, Twilight fanfiction? All I'm saying is there's a story and a precedence for it exploding, and I could have been a billionaire. Like I said, Michael Bay stole my idea, and it's truly unfortunate. It's truly unfortunate. But like I said, my lawyers will be in touch, and I'm sure we'll come to a resolution. Do we eat chips and oil? No, we don't eat chips. We eat computer chips. Thank you very much. I'm gonna try and make it, and you're not gonna stop me. Look, if you want to write about Shidori the Wolf Fox, ex-Marine, and his fight against the Bilderbergs when he becomes a part human, part wolf, part fox hybrid, God bless you, is all I'm gonna say. Jenny Wakeman, my idol, no, but I love the show. Come on, it's a cute robot doing cute robot things. What's not to love? I still need to find somebody to draw me in like my life as a teenage robot style. I need to find someone who's willing to do that because I would die for that. And TJ Boats, appreciate the follow. Welcome on in. Enjoy your stay. Get comfy. Look, the couch's got plenty of space. Park your ass down. Get comfy. Alright, now we can just, now that's all that I had planned to talk about, but let's just sit down, vibe, chat about everything else that comes to our mind. First off, I'm still hooked on Undertale, even though we already beat it once. That's for you, host. And on top of that, I may have bought more Undertale art to go to Undertale music that I commissioned. And I'll be uploading that once I get it all compiled together. I already beat it. I beat the neutral ending. But I'm gonna be going back probably sometime next week to try to get the true pacifist ending. I guess I have to go back to talk to Undyne. So I'm going to be going back to try to get the true pacifist ending. I'm not really feeling like I want to do the genocide run. I like the characters. And it would be sad to go in and kill my friends. So I don't think I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to definitely be doing the true ending. The true pacifist ending. Do I like dark humor? I mean, I guess sometimes, but not really the stream for it. What if Halo was never created? If Halo was never created, then, I don't know, I'd probably be kind of sad, because you're right, I couldn't sing the Halo theme. No more. Could I... Wait a minute. Let me... So yeah, if there was no Halo, I'd never be able to do that. And that is depression. Loud! Look, Halo's born loud, I don't know what to tell you. What if I sing? We did have a karaoke stream. Unfortunately, it's been purged from the internet because Twitch sings. That costs money. You disgust me, you peasants. And they got rid of everything to do with Twitch things. So I know there's exactly 2 clips that have survived because I uploaded both of them to my YouTube channel. One was me and a host dying laughing because the song said bull riding and boobies. And I was like, ah! The other one was me falling over and to let the bodies hit the floor. And it was pretty poggers. And I already answered that, Octane. You gotta open your ear holes. Can't redeem anything. I'm not sure why. Perhaps try refreshing the page. You love Halo 3, you grew up with it. Man, that is bizarre to hear because, you know, I grew up with Halo 1. You know? So that's bizarre. From Soft game tier list. Alright, number 1 is gonna be Metal Wolf Chaos. Number 2 is gonna be, Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls 3 followed by that. Bloodborne. Followed by, what was it, Ninja Blade? Followed by, like, Armored Core. With Scholar of the First Sin underneath that, and then Dark Souls 2 at the bottom. You played 2 and it's worse than you remember. Nah, 2 slaps. It's just weird. It doesn't feel like... Halo 2 is honestly the Dark Souls 2 of the series. It wacky. It kinda wacky. I wear pants or shorts. Pants. Shorts are gross. Their opinion on taxes. Taxes aren't even real, bro. Just don't pay them. It's that easy. In fact, I'm on my way to go commit tax fraud right now. IRS, if you're listening, it's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. I'm not committing tax fraud. If you're out there, please. Halo 1's super boring. It's just walking backwards while shooting. Now, Halo 1 slaps hard. God, even, I played it on Heroic because Legendary was pretty brutal. But, nah, that was so good. I loved it. You know, everyone's opinion's different. Everyone's opinion's valid. Still doing just chatting how to get stuck inside a washing machine because that's just vibing. Just vibing. And Unbalanced was fun. Dual wielding needlers. Hell yes. Still gonna miss the Halo 1, the Halo CE pistol though. That thing was delightful, let me tell you. Prepare to be audited. How is a normal day for you? I don't know what you mean. Yeah, opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one, and you should only show it to consenting parties. Am I planning on playing Halo Infinite on stream? When it comes out, probably. I'm gonna be disappointed with it, but I'll play it. Halo Reach is a personal favorite with 2 in second. My favorite weapons are Carbine, SMGs, and a lot of Reach's weapons. See, I liked Halo Reach. I liked Halo Reach. Except for the fact that it took the Fall of Reach book, stretched open the book's butthole, and then spat in it and said, nope, none of that actually happened. Its plot is fake. We're gonna write our own plot. So gotta say, still salty over that. Still salty over it. And Python, I appreciate the 49 egg biddies. Thank you very much. You wanna grow up with Halo 3? Halo 3 was a classic. That was the first online console game that I ever played. I played solo with someone else. I don't know. Playing Halo CE and Master Chief for the first time, you're really enjoying it. It slaps hard. That's all I'm saying. And I'm probably in the minority where I actually really enjoyed Halo 1's graphics. I thought they were great, especially for what, like 2003 or something. I thought they were great, and I preferred Halo 1's graphics over Halo 2's graphics. Don't at me. Or do at me and say, Whisper, you're right. You're allowed to have that opinion because it's the right opinion. But yeah, no, Halo has been a part of me for a long, long time. It's mucho good, mucho bueno. Oh, and then Halo 4 happened. Your toast. Why would you need to toast the toast if the toast is already toast? Easy, because you want to get that nice charred toast. And you know, Bioshock. I never played Bioshock 1 or 2 fully through. I love the aesthetic. I played Infinite fully through, and a lot of people are like, Bioshock Infinite's not a real Bioshock game. But, I disagree. I loved Bioshock Infinite, and I feel like it still captured the Bioshock aesthetic, especially, storytelling-wise, just the feeling that it had, the atmosphere, I should say, felt very accurate. My favorite thing about Halo 2 was that was the first game with the skulls, but they were ludicrously hard to unlock because you had to play on Legendary, and they would go away as soon as you turned off your Xbox. So, my favorite one was the Grunt Birthday Party skull, because unlike the newer ones, it wasn't a little yay and confetti popping out. It was a straight up plasma grenade that went off, and I think it was every enemy. I don't think it was just grunts, but I could be wrong. I might be misremembering that. But they just and you could chain reaction explosions, and it was just good. Well, Jazzy, welcome on in. Thank you very much for the follow, and may you enjoy your stay. Get comfy. How out of touch of the world are you? I don't know. I'm pretty out of touch. I don't even leave my house. I'm just a gremlin who just comes out every, 12 hours and just crawls out of my, cave, and I'm like, it's stream time. And then once it's over, I crawl back, and I go night-night. Just how it is. Just how I live my life. Robotic gremlin. I am a gremlin. I don't need anybody to argue against that. I have the hard gremlin energy, and I'm the first one to put my hand up and say, nah, that is me. I just like causing problems. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like causing problems to be an asshole. I like causing problems in a lighthearted way with my friends. I have two sides to me. One, if I don't know you, I am overly polite. You know, I'm very careful. I very much use my pleases and my thank yous, and it's just how I am. But on the inverse side, if you know me really well, we're gonna be playing a game, and I might shoot you in the back and be like, "Oh my God, you're getting shot from over there," and then just cause minuscule problems. Lorenz, thank you very much for the follow, and welcome on in. Wait, I'm polite. Yes, I'm very polite. In fact, I was just talking to the person who I'm waiting on to finish finish their commission so they can work on my emotes, which is what we had the subathon for. And she just seemed very frazzled, so I'm like, look, you just take your time, you relax. Once you get done with these commissions, I completely understand. I want you to take some time for yourself. I want you to just take a moment, breathe, whether you do personal art or you just vibe. And then once you've done that, then you can come back to me and we'll just go from there. It'll be relaxing. Life's difficult. Don't make it too hard on yourself. That's an example of an interaction I have with someone I'm friendly with, but I don't really know them. But if, I really know you, I'm gonna, pop up into your DMs and be like, yo, what's up, Chucklefuck? We're going tanking. It is how it is. I'm a great commissioner. I'm a polite commissioner. It's because I have empathy and I don't rush people and I go, look, I'm putting my hand on your metaphorical shoulders. Life fucking sucks sometimes, and I ain't here to make it tougher. I'm just here to get something cool made, and I want it to be really cool, so you take your time. It is what it is. And I saw Timber say, what is the true definition of a gremlin? I'm going to say the true definition of a gremlin is going to be somebody who causes problems intentionally, but not maliciously. And they get enjoyment out of it. That's how I'm going to define the gremlin, lifestyle. I'm gonna flip that switch because I know it's gonna cause problems, and I'm gonna giggle while I'm doing it, and I'm gonna do it because we're both gonna giggle at it. And then as soon as you flip that switch, I'm gonna run to the other side of the submarine and start pulling out all the buttons just because I can. The almighty axolotl. Thank you for the follow, welcome on it. Speaking of axolotls, okay, so it's not really an axolotl, it's an African clawed frog. I used to have a pet frog. I forget what I had named him, because this was like 2006. Like, this was a long time ago. I used to have this big, like 50-gallon fish tank, and it used to be full of minnows and like lots of little fish, some bigger ones, and then my frog, which was an albino African clawed frog, and I loved him. I loved him so much, and after a while, I went, and shut down one night, plugged myself in, and I get up bright and early, and I'm getting ready for school. I'm skipping through the living room in disaster. I look at the fish tank, and the frog's stuck in the fucking filter, just just straight up fucking dead. And I was distraught. This was endgame. I was traumatized. And I demanded that he be put in a box and we bury him. And the thing is, where I had lived at the time, it was near winter, so the dirt was very, frozen and hard, and we couldn't dig into it, so there was no way we were going to be able to, bury it. So I had to watch as my motherboard flushed the damn thing down the toilet before I went to school, and I was just straight up traumatized, and I hated it. And it stuck with me, and because your name was Axolotl, it made me think of funny little water things like my frog, and then it made me think my frog, and now I'm thinking, my frog's fucking dead. So that's my other traumatic memory of the day. Did the frog have any kids? No, if he did, he didn't tell me about them. Keeping an amphibian is really hard. It is. But then we also had other fish, and I eventually got over it, and I used to just put a chair in front of the fish tank and, glue my face up to it, and just, watch the fish just do their normal life. They're probably like, who is this fucking weirdo staring at me right now? As I'm just just staring on in, being an absolute menace. And I used to make up stories about them. Like, each of the fish had their own names, and I would make them have, these big, expansive storylines about them. They'd be, going on adventures, or my most favorite thing is they'd have, combat fights. If they even swam near each other, I'd be like, oh my lord, it's death-defying combat. It's just like what the Roman Colosseums were. Oh my lord. And the crowd goes wild. The violence, it's off the charts. Dear God. And it was, none of that was actually happening. We took good care of our fish. None of them fought. But I was just so entertained fish doing bubble beams. It wasn't even bubble beams. Like, I was like, he's grabbed the other fish by the jugular. He's ripped it out with his own mouth. And now he's proceeded to shit. Because fish always had the weirdest poops. Oh my lord, God have mercy as my witness. It's brutal, dear God. So that's really how I saw it. Who would win, a big sea dinosaur with lots of powers or a big monkey? I'm sick of this Godzilla versus King Kong argument, because Godzilla would just fire like a nuclear laser beam, and it would just, King Kong would die. It's brutal. And that's how Whisper became a wrestling announcer. Look, all I'm saying is I'd make a great shoutcaster, you know, esports. If you're out there, you want a robot shoutcaster, hit me up. I think you've seen some of my clips on YouTube before, probably. I mean, I had a video hit 1 million views, and I was like, yeah, woo! And then someone uploaded another one of my clips, and that hit 1 million views, and I was like, yeah, woo! So, you know, there's a chance out there that a lot of people that I know, like IRL, have probably seen a video of me and don't even know that. And I find that real wacky, like, you know? Like, I don't know, like that banker that I just talked to get some money could have seen me get bullied by Filthy Frank. And they don't even know it, and I don't even know it. It's just like, what? Just, it's wacky. It's cool, though. Cool, but wacky. I don't think you've seen me before. You joined the VTubing community? Maybe not. It's, the world works in mysterious ways. You know? Like, as it is, I've been working hard on getting a new video done. Do you guys want a little sneak peek? You want me to tell you what the YouTube video is? Yeah, you want a little sneak peek? This one's not based on, like, a previous meme. This is all original content. You want me to tell you about it? You want me to tell a little secret? Keep the surprise. Look, I'm gonna give one spoiler. I have to go, Timber. Well, have a good one and have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm gonna give one spoiler. Alright? It's gonna be about a girl ordering Papa John's online. And autocorrect accidentally turns delivery boy into delivery bot. And that's your spoiler. Alright? It's gonna be great. What's up, Shark? How you doing today? Oh. Okay, I remember what I wanted to talk about earlier, too. Yesterday I was playing Sea of Thieves with Post, Bucket, and Wall. We were all on a big galleon. We were flying our Reaper's flag high. And there's a boat right near us, so we're like, we'll shoot at it. We ended up taking it out fairly easily. But the people on the boat were absolute trash talkers. And they're like, we're in a 3-boat alliance. You're going down. God, you're so bad at this game. God, how could you? You're a shitter. Don't you know you're so bad? And we're like, okay, whatever, bro. So we're continuing on. Their mates show up. We fight them. A skeleton galleon shows up. And they show up again. So now it is 2 brigs, a skeleton galleon, and our galleon. And it is absolute chaos as cannonballs fly. So we start the run. The brigs gets distracted by the skeleton galleon, and the fully manned one with the scary crew is chasing us down. Like, they must have had, like, paddles on the outside going, because they were pretty speedy. And we end up doing a crazy maneuver where we, like, turn in front of them, light them up, and I got on their boat. I shotgunned one, took out my sword and dashed, and I went through 2 people, killing them both, and put their anchor down, and we basically held their boat till they sunk. And after that, we managed to get a little further out, and then they come back, which is one of the biggest problems with the game, the fact that you can spawn so close by that you can just get back, and it's like... So anyways, they come back, then we all get caught by the Kraken, and then we die. And at that point, I'm like, Alt F4. I rage quit, because I was real angry. But that's okay. We caused them problems, made 2 of them lose their rank 5 emissary flags, so... It is what it is. And one of them was a Reapers, which is a disgrace to the Reapers' name. Forming alliances. The only alliance you can form is with other Reapers to cause even more chaos in the 7 seas. And this, I decree. I, Whisper, decree this. Which, you know, means it's basically a law. So, if I catch you out there in an alliance as a Reapers and there ain't more Reapers there, I'm gonna kick your butthole. I'm not gonna even aim for the cheeks. I'm just gonna go steel toe foot right in the hole. There's nothing you're gonna be able to do about it. But yeah, so that was Sea of Thieves, which, it's kind of wacky. Also, the other day, I've been feeding into my addiction of Hunt Showdown, because there's an update coming in about a month, so I've been playing it a lot. I was playing with Bucket and Host again, and I'm like, hear me out, what if we only brought hand crossbows? All of us, let's just bring 6 hand crossbows and go ham. And they're like, Whisper, that's a terrible fucking idea. I love it. Let's do it. So we're going in. We're caught in the middle of the lake, and we get shot at. I managed to run, like just panicked run. I managed to run, and I get to the beach, and I take cover in the bushes. Got my itty bitty hand crossbow, and I'm talking to the other team, and I'm like, hey guys. What if I told you I only have a hand crossbow and I want to be your friend? And they go, no, I don't think I will. And I'm like, please, bro, we only have crossbows. We can talk this out. And they go, I'm sorry, I can't do it. Can't do it. And as he said that, I went, and I shot him through the bush right in the chest. 1-shot kill. Because he was trying to throw a concertina bomb down the hill. And it's like, look, we could have talked it out. His friend comes rushing over with a shotgun, and I shoot him too. Meanwhile, the third one of them has killed Host and Bucket. And they eventually rush me, and we have a death-defying combat as we run through the bushes. I hit them, but they live, so I go running back through the bushes, and then they pull out their Lamat, and they're like, pow, pow, pow. And I'm dodging bullets. I'm shoom, shoom. I straight up Matrix it. I go, Wah! I dodged a couple bullets, and then, I'm struck. I'm struck again. I got a sliver of health about this big. But man, am I determined. I'm not gonna lose now. So I level the crossbow. One last time. The opponent, she looks at me. She's hit, but she's not dead. She raises her handgun one last time, when suddenly, she is taken out by the bleeding damage of the crossbow. And as her corpse lays there, cold upon the ground, I stand above it and I go, we could have been friends, but you didn't want to be my friend. And I walked off, revived my teammates, and we got out. It's pretty cool, honestly. I fucking love that game, and I really like making friends in it, because you're not supposed to, and I really like talking in games. Like, I do this in Hell Let Loose, I do this in Hunt Showdown, I do this in Sea of Thieves. I just talk a lot. If you haven't noticed, I've been talking about for like an hour and a half straight. I don't think we've had like a break of silence. I've just been going blah 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 blah. And here we are talking about Hunt Showdown. Spartan King Gaming. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Enjoy your stay. Hey, well, welcome on in, Okame. Enjoy your stay. But yeah, so that was Hunt Showdown, and they're adding a whole bunch of like new ammo variants, like in a month. And nothing has been more exciting than knowing that I'm gonna be able to get a Dragon's Breath fucking shotgun. Alright, I want everybody in my trio to have them. And I want to just be like hiding in the cornfields and just be like, boom! And just have like an eruption of flames just go. It is going to be delightful. Make me want to play Hunt Showdown. It is a cool game. It's a lonely game. Hell Let Loose. Hell Let Loose is a delightful game. I've been wanting to stream it, but unfortunately, it is also a game that is very brutal on your graphics card. And since my monitor's in 1440p, that just makes things even worse. So we live in a society. That's one of the main reasons why I wanted to upgrade to at least a 3070 or a 3080, is so I could get games like that or be able to play Hunt Showdown on like proper settings and stuff and actually get them to work. Because right now they're all glitchy and they're blah 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 blah, and it makes me mad, real freaking angry. Because I've been trying to buy them and they just buy out literally. I got one into my cart yesterday. I got the 3070 into my cart, and I hit purchase, and it's like, we're sorry, this product is no longer available. Please try again later, but we do not know when it will be in stock. And I'm like, please, bro, please. I just want to play video games with my homies and stream it sometimes. Is that too much to ask for? You're feeling impulsive. I can tell, Mute. I can tell you're feeling impulsive. You like playing Hat in Time? I remember when we played Hat in Time on stream, modded to shit. I put so many JoJo's Bizarre Adventure mods on it. It was ridiculous, but so much fun. Everyone's afternoon as well. Hey, well, I hope your afternoon's doing good too, Chuck. Because I'm vibing. You know, we're probably going to wrap up the stream in like 15, 30 minutes just because I wanted a nice chill day. I almost didn't stream today. I debated not. But, you know, it is what it is, so I decided to just, you know, hike up my metaphorical pantaloons and just sit down, chat, have a conversation that I thought it'd be good for me and it'd be fun to chat with people. I eat a lot of sugar. I can't eat sugar. Best I can do is just rub it on my visor. Just that don't do much. Taking the chill stream. See, I like them, but I also don't to a degree because to an extent I feel very on the spot that I have to, you know, keep the conversation going. So I don't mind them for short periods of time and every once in a while, but if I were to do this too often, I think I'd get overwhelmed that I just, and I feel very much the feeling like, oh my god, no one's gonna think I'm funny, this is the end of the world, oh my god, I'm such a bad streamer, god, I should just give up, the world is ending, the apocalypse is happening, and it's all because I tried to talk for more than 20 minutes. This is, god damn it, I've doomed the universe. So I try not to do these too often. As you're able to talk as long as I do in my streams. That's the power of ADHD, baby. It really is. It's both a blessing and a curse. Since I talk a lot, I should be a narrator. Thing is, I don't want to, like, I don't think I'd make a good narrator in the specific sense to be, like, looking over and be, like, reading a specific script. Like, I'm not gonna be reading you bedtime stories. But, like, if you want me to, like, shoutcast, like, some, like, again, like, if I could, like, shoutcast some bizarre, like, niche Sea of Thieves tournament, my god, you know how much fun I would have with that? I'd be like, and here comes Green, sailing from the west, and I'd get it wrong because I always get east and west mixed up, cutting in through the waves like a knife, through cold butter, but the knife was hot, and they let loose a barrage of their cannons, and like, I'd have an absolute wonderful time doing something like that. Hey, I'm glad you've been having fun, Zeus. Thank you very much. You gotta go, buddy? Hey, have a good one, Belle, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks for stopping in. Like an arena host, yeah, something like that. I have a lot of fun doing things on the spot. Like, there's a reason why a lot of my YouTube videos are just skits now. And why I prefer to do, like, my longer stuff on Twitch, because it is all on the spot, and sitting there and planning something out, that isn't how I do things. So that's why if I do plan something out, it's like within like 5 to 30 seconds, and it's a short little video, because that's a lot more manageable for me. But streams being, anywhere from, 2 to 4, I think we've even streamed like 6 to 8 hours before, and that kind of stuff, I can't plan that ahead. Being able to just, just yap and figure things out as I go is what makes it so much fun. But the thing is, I'm the exact same way off stream as I am on stream. So, like, sometimes I'll be playing Mordhau, and I'll be doing, like, spontaneous RP where I'm like, I am the bridge guardian, and this is my bridge. You must make an offering to cross. And, like, I did that once, and people would, like, come up and they'd bring me, like, offerings of, like, swords and weapons and stuff. And I'd have them put them down at the side of the bridge, and I would allow them to cross. And eventually, people were trying to storm my bridge, and I'd have people from both teams defending the bridge, like, it's a red versus blue game mode. So, I had both red and blue on one side of the bridge fighting off people. It didn't matter if they were allies, enemies, they were fighting people trying to storm the bridge. And I was so just enamored with their efforts that I took them all back to my summer home. There was like a little cottage near the bridge, so I opened the door and I would have like 4 people walk in without any weapons. They'd be like, my, like, your house is just delightful. Oh, is this a spot of mutton on the table? Oh, don't mind if I do. I love how you've done your pictures, and it's just, it was kind of cute, kind of funny. Meanwhile, also in the chat, you just see, you son of a bitch, your team killed me. Like, people actually playing the game as we're just all standing in the house. People would come up to the door and, like, punch the door to knock on it. And you'd open the door, they'd do the wave emote, and then you'd let them in. Then there was one guy who kept trying to break up our party. But Mordhau's one of those games where I'm actually, like, pretty damn good at it. So I kept stomping his teeth in and teabagging him, because I'm toxic. It was my favorite game for stream with viewers, probably Marbles. Marbles is surprisingly a lot of fun to play. Because, like I said, I like to announce stuff as they happen. So, like, when the marbles are going down, I'll, like, create a story, and we'll be like, oh my god, they've taken the lead! The animal, oh my god, they've lost the lead, they were tripped by the slushy in the second place! And, like, I have fun just, like, going with it, going with the story. Pickle jar. Thank you very much for the follow, and welcome on in. Enjoy your stay upon our couch. Am I planning on doing marbles again? Oh yeah, of course. I just like to have time in between it. Because if I do too much of the same thing, it's very easy for me to get bored, or even worse, overwhelmed. And then I get stressed, and I don't enjoy it, and I panic, and I feel like it's not my best work. And then that weighs on me, and it's just a self-defeating cycle at that point. So I like to take a nice break in between when I do stuff, which is why we don't do these just chatting streams too often. We take our time. It's also why I've currently taken a break from Momon and Breath of the Wild to just vibe. Hey, Silky. I appreciate the kind words. I think that's the first time someone's called me like a Tamagotchi. But I vibe with it. Thank you very much, and thank you for the kind words. Say what a Halo announcer would say. Betrayal. Killing spree. Double kill. Good times, good times. I remember the first time I got a legitimate Killionaire in Halo Reach. I was like, this is it. I've attained godhood. I can put the game down and never touch it again. It was on Sword Base. I was on the second floor. We were playing Infection. And I was a whirlwind. I was a machine. I mean, I am a machine, but like, I was a machine in the figurative sense too. Like, I was just, oh, they ran at me and I was just going, and then the shotgun ran out of ammo, so I just ummed it over someone's head, swapped to my sidearm, pink, pink. Someone sword lunged at me. I bull-trued them with the pistol. Oh my god, it was beautiful. They just kept coming. I was just, you know, it was a great time. It was a great time. And I felt on top of the world just seeing that Killionaire medal. Oh. What I wouldn't do to be young again. Loved Halo Wars, whoever played that. I liked... Alright, we're gonna delve back into my cringy past. I like Halo Wars. Not for the game. I don't like real-time strategy games. I liked it specifically for its cutscenes. Only because people would use them in Halo AMVs. Halo AMVs used to be my bread and butter. I told you one day we would go back to my old YouTube channel and we would explore it together. And a big part of that is Halo AMVs. One of my favorite genres of games. My favorite genre of games typically is shooters. Mostly because, you know, my CPU up here goes at like 1,000,000 miles per hour per second, and it's just and things moving at me incredibly high speeds satiate my absolute just goofed up CPU, and I need something that's like fast paced. Do I pull off skill shots? No. I don't like playing games goofily. It's the same reason, like, when I play Mordhau, I'm not one of those faint spammers or animation abusers. I very much like being good at games, but doing it by the book. You know, some people don't like that. But I don't like doing glitches or goofy shots and stuff like that. What I do like doing, on the other hand, is playing games in a way I'm told not to. For example, Call of Duty Black Ops, dual-wielding the ASPs and getting kills. Hell Let Loose, I was always told if you drive the recon vehicle, you're a waste of resources. You are so bad at this. So what I did is me and my friend Host got in a recon vehicle and got nearly 70 kills and took out like 3 or 4 tanks, which you're just not supposed to be able to do in that damn vehicle. But I'm like, you told me not to do it, so I'm gonna do it, because that's just how I am. It's like, just who I am, you know? A lot of people told me not to stream, And guess what I'm doing? I'm streaming and living my best life. Ever tried Planet Side 2? I've not. I just know that it's big, big, big battles. But, like a lot of people, when I got my robot avatar, especially, you know, my voice can definitely be grating on the ears for some people, and that's fine. If you don't like it, it's just like your opinion, man. That's fine. But there's a lot of people just going like, you know, you need to change the voice. It sucks. Your avatar is kind of I miss when you did this, and it was very defeating. It sucked, and it just, you know, it was very discouraging. And then I said, whoosh, fuck you, I'm gonna do what I want. And then here we are today, and I'm still doing what I enjoy, and it seems like, you know, a fair bit of other people enjoy what I do. Don't explain the journey of my Twitch streaming way. It's an epic journey, full of intrigue and danger. I've already explained the story plenty of times. I used to stream silent. I used to be a mute streamer because talking is scary. Oh no, Curry, I'm definitely anti-meta. I hate doing metas in games because the words, English, meta, I feel like when games have a meta and that's just all people use, it frustrates me and I feel almost guilty using it. It's like, a good example is Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. I hate meta decks in that. They're just so boring. It's just the same, like, the deck over and over and over and over again. Because they'll ban you if you talk about streaming. Christian, I don't know where you're getting your information, but Twitch isn't gonna ban you for talking about streaming. It's literally a streaming platform. Where do you even get that information? So that's why I always like to make my own kind of decks and things like Duel Links. Like I got, was it Fortune Fairy? I made a Fortune Fairy deck, and I really enjoyed that. On top of that, I made a Yubel deck. The Yubel deck is my favorite, and I still have it, and I'm never getting rid of it. But yeah, so that I am a very anti-meta gamer, because meta is boring. I want to thank CM for sending out the out of context. Hey, well, I enjoyed it very much. Played Street Fighter 5. People told you Birdie was terrible, so you only picked Birdie, and it was really fun to make your friends rage. See, that is the kind of embodiment that I vibe with so much. They're like, you can't use that. They're bad. And you're like, oh yeah? Well, watch me. And then you use it, and sometimes it goes great, and sometimes it goes terrible. Absolutely terrible. But you gotta live with those swings, because how else are you gonna get that #1 epic victory royale? God, I'm sitting here, I still want to go play Into the Radius. That game just hits all the right notes. I've been thinking about it. I dreamt about it last night. Like, if I get into a game, I get, like, really into the game. Again, blame the ADHD for hyperfixating on stuff. But, like, if I like something, I won't stop playing it. And I've been wanting to, sit here and be polite, just, I'll play it on stream. I'll play it soon. People said they wanted to watch it, so I want to wait for them, and I don't want to spoil it. So I'll just wait. I'll wait politely. I'll just sit here. I won't think about it. But man, wouldn't it be cool if I did get the AK in that? Man, that sure would be cool. But what if next time I also do this, this? What if there's a new monster? And I haven't been looking anything up. I haven't been watching. I haven't been reading about it. I've been doing my best. You know, I've locked myself in a cold room, and I've just been, just rocking back and forth. Gaming addictions are annoying. I mean, if it's what you find fun, it's what you find fun. When I got into Tarkov in May of last year, before the wipe, I think I dropped 800 hours into the game, which makes it like my 4th or 5th most played game ever. When I was really, really into Rainbow Six, I put 2K hours into it. I know I can have a problem, but that's fine. It is what it is. Still mad about how they butchered my boy Tachanka. Bring back classic Chanka. I loved him. Like Mira update Chanka, where he had the glass shield. That was my boy. And I used to hate that people would See, again, this goes back to being anti-meta. People would tell me, like, you can't play Tachanka. He's such a bad character. And then I would spawn peek with him and get, like, a 3-piece off the bat. And they'd be like, okay, maybe you can play Chanka. I remember, I think I deleted this clip, or I might have it unlisted on my old YouTube channel. It was a 1v5, I believe. And I was Tachanka with the suppressed Sega, so the sausage gun. And I killed all 5 of them and won. And one of the guys on my team goes, okay, I guess you can play Chanka. And just that line right there is just... it was so good. On top of that, there was a time that I did so good with Chanka that they, well, where was I going with that? Oh yeah, I did so good with Chanka that they accused me of hacking. And they're like, well, we recorded it and we're gonna send it to Ubisoft. And I'm like, 1, Ubisoft doesn't give a flying fuck about you. And 2, I'm not hacking. I'm just good at the game. What didn't help is because they were on my team the next game, and I still absolutely destroyed its Chanka, that it didn't help with them thinking I was hacking. But it was hilarious. What's up, Simmers? How you doing? Hope you're doing good. God, it just... I want to go back and play Rainbow Six, but they've changed way too much. If you had one tip to suggest someone when starting streaming, what would it be? Just stream. I've said it before. It would, and yeah, the community was pretty bad, cynical. I've said it before, but more in regards to the English VTuber community. A lot of people get stuck on this idea of a debut. That they're like, that's it, I'm gonna be a when, you need to really get used to making content. When I first started streaming, I couldn't just sit here and talk and have a conversation with you guys. There's nearly 100 of you people here. When I first started streaming, I'd be melting down, I'd be panicking, my social anxiety would be through the roof. I'd be near tears. I'd be like, oh dear God, what do I do? But because I made the content and I was able to practice, I was able to put myself in a seat to have control over things. I'd imagine reality, it's hard to be VTuber or a streamer. It's honestly, the hardest thing about it is being you. Whether you want to stream as yourself or as a character that you create, the hardest part is putting yourself out there and doing it consistently. Because it's scary. Especially, when you first start streaming, maybe no one's watching. Maybe 1 or 2 people watch. maybe your friends watch, maybe your significant other watches. And it can feel so discouraging that nobody's watching. And I've been there and I still get there sometimes. And it can be so upsetting and frustrating. But the only way to continue on is to keep doing it. Keep creating. Whether you're my biggest thing I can say though, clip things, post them to your Twitter, post them to your YouTube. Get yourself out there. I've said this before, a lot of streaming is getting lucky. But you have to create those opportunities for yourself to get lucky. What I used to do, I used to stream exclusively VR chat. My streams would be about 6 hours exact in length, and I would stream twice a week. And after every single stream, I would watch it in its entirety. I would watch that 6-hour stream, and I would go back and I'd clip the 4 or 5 things that I thought were funny, and I'd send them away to clip channels. It's, I didn't have some dedicated clipper and yada 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 yada. I remember watching one dude on Twitter have an absolute meltdown. He's like, my mod who used to clip everything for me doesn't do it anymore. God, now I'm gonna have to do it all myself. And I'm like, I've been doing that since the beginning. I still do that. Sometimes if something funny happens, you might hear me be quiet for about 20 seconds, and that's because I'm physically writing down the timestamp of what happened so I can go back and clip it. Because if I want that funny moment, I have to go back and do it. It's not someone else's responsibility, it's mine. It's a pep talk you needed. Streaming is a frustrating thing to do. There's social pressures, there's, more importantly, personal pressures. You see yourself and you're like, I could be doing so much better than I am right now. Why aren't I? And then you start saying things like, is it my fault? Maybe something's just wrong with me. Maybe I'm not as good at this as I thought I was. And it's those personal issues that they crawl in your head and they don't leave. And the most important thing is to struggle through that. Did you know in May of last year, I streamed to 7 people? I was playing Population 1 and I was streaming to 7 people. And it was, at that moment I looked at that number and at first I was discouraged. I was like, I streamed 2 days ago and it was 20 people. How come it's 7 right now? What did I do wrong? And I was blaming myself. And then I said, fuck it. That is exactly what I said. I said, fuck it. And then I dragged another window over my view counter so I could not see how many people were watching. And I had the time of my life. The rest of that stream, I had so much fun flying on in. I think that's the stream where we had the kid not realize his microphone was on and he was sitting there singing and it was like American Idol. And I had fun. And it's pushing through that personal wall, whatever your personal issue may be. It's pushing through that. And getting to the other side it's the most difficult part, but it's the most rewarding part. As a musician, we play and sing like we're to an audience 100% of the time. Exactly. And that's the same thing when you're streaming. Even if you have nobody watching, you gotta pretend that there is. Pretend you have an audience of 5, 10, 50, 100, and just sit there and just interact, talk. You gotta make the content people wanna see. And I know that it's tough to kick down that barrier. And some days you're not gonna be able to. Some days you're gonna have to accept that today's not the right day for me. I'm gonna close up shop for today. I'm gonna take 2 steps back, take a deep breath, and come back at it when I'm in a better headspace, and that's okay. Travin, appreciate the follow. Welcome on in and enjoy your stay. But yeah, that's the most tough part with things, and pushing through that can be excruciating. You know, like when VTubers put a voice on, you know, I say if that's what they want to do, if that's how they want to express themselves, that's completely on them. But you as a viewer are completely entitled to opinion to say, you know, this doesn't feel natural, and it's not for me, and that's okay. Like I said, I know that my robot voice is a huge turnoff for a lot of viewers, but it's what makes streaming so much fun for me. It's like I get to be a character. I get to have fun. I get to be a side of myself that I may not get to express every day. And I can hit the go live button and be like, boom, what's up world? It's me. And it's just fun. It's fun. It's entertaining. I get to just enjoy, you know, every day a little bit differently. But on the inverse, not everybody wants to be a character. They want to be themselves, and a lot of that goes the same way. Just get out there, do your best, do your thing, try to make people smile, but most importantly, make yourself smile, because if you don't enjoy what you're doing, it's going to be a slog, it's going to be a struggle. That's why sometimes I upload YouTube videos that make no sense compared to my other YouTube videos. Like my most recent one, or not my most recent one, my second to most recent one, which was the Undertale song. This is a song that I got commissioned by Mute, who's been popping in the chat every now and then, with art that was commissioned from one of my mods, Miss. And it was just a nice little goodbye to the game series. And it was sweet. And it had a lot of personal emotion into it. And if I was 100% worried that since this isn't the normal stuff they normally would upload, that nobody's going to watch it, then I'm already defeating myself. I'm putting myself in a spot of defeat. I said, this is what I like, so I'm going to put it out there. And if they don't like it, so be it. I wanted to share my experience, and it is what it is. I play the new Paper Mario game, not particularly. It doesn't really tickle my fancy. There's not a lot of games coming out that really are, like, captivating me. I've just been mostly going back to the stuff that I've been playing for years. Hunt, Sea of Thieves. Every once in a while I'll boot up Tarkov, look at the main menu and go, eh, and then turn it off. You know, the usual. But also at the same time, streaming gives me an excuse to try new games. Part of that's a curse too, because some new games I am like, I want to play it so bad, but I can't because I gotta wait till I stream. But, you know, other times it's like, I never would have played this game, except I get to stream it. I get to share the experience with other people, immortalize the experience is what I like to say, because that is going to be there forever. Am I going to play any God of War games? Probably not. I don't have a PlayStation. But yeah. And yeah, I don't really know where all this conversation went. It just started and somehow ended up here. Hey, well, I'm glad to hear it, Timber. Keep doing you. You just keep doing what you enjoy. People don't see it such as being a streamer as a form of art and being a creative performer. Yeah, it is. It is. Being, you know, describing to those around me what I enjoy doing, I say I'm an online entertainer. Because as soon as you say streamer, there's all these weird connotations people come up with. They're like, oh, yada yada, you just sit on your ass and talk to a screen, don't ya? And I'm like, well, yeah, but I gotta be funny while I do it, you know? And, because there is an art to it. There's some personality, there's knowing when to do some things, and putting stuff into it, and it's fun. Wide variety of entertainers are streamers, but not all streamers are entertainers. There you go, that's the way I look at it. You gotta put yourself in a certain mindset. Scottish toaster. Scottish is one of the few accents that sometimes I can grab it by the throat and hold on to it, like when I was doing the chicken lady in Darkwood. We gotta continue playing Darkwood. I completely forgot. Thank you for reminding me. But also, we need to start Resident Evil 7. Resident Evil 7 is what we need to work on. And I'm looking forward to playing that. Greet you, just because you asked it? No, I'm not going to. Grab it by the hands. But, Resident Evil 7 I'm looking forward to, so we can get prepared for the Resident Evil Village. You know, with, Big Hut Mummy Vampire GF. So I'm looking forward to playing both of those. We're probably going to be playing Resident Evil 7, or at least starting it in the next week or two. Resident Evil 7 is one of your favorites. Hell yeah. Do I like space? Depends. Like, for example, really like Elite Dangerous. Put a couple 100 hours into that. Discovered some stars. For those who forget, my name in Elite Dangerous is Commander Big Booty Bitch. And I find that hilarious. So, I went out specifically to discover new star systems that have never been seen before and survey them. So it specifically said, like, this star has been discovered by Commander Big Booty Bitch. And I've thrown it out there. I said, if anybody can find one of the stars I put out there, I will gift you a tier 3 sub. Nobody's found one yet, or at least they haven't told me about it, so that offer's still on the table. Do I have an animal? I have 3 cats. Two of them are family ones, and one is a friend who lives in the home. But Felix, I've shared plenty of photos of Felix in my Discord. He is a big, fat, tiger tabby, and we rescued him from a shelter. We got him at 9 years old is when we adopted him. I'm, deathly allergic to cats. Their hair gets stuck in all my filters and stuff, and I have a hard time functioning. But I put up with it for him, I make sure to clean everything out every day. But I knew he was such a special cat when I opened the cage. We went there just with the intent to look at the animals. And I opened it up, and he was just such a huge cat. And he came out and he stood up and he looked around. His eyes are the color of, like, pea soup. And his eyes went in different directions. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. And he has been such a blessing in my life. We took him home. And he's been, like, glued to us. He watches us on our computers. He'll get on our desks. He sleeps with us. Sometimes we'll wake up and he'll be laying on us just purring. I have a recording on my phone of just him just purring. And he's just such a wonderful addition to my life that I would be genuinely missing something important if he wasn't there. So I am so fucking happy to have him as part of my life. He is such a good boy. And nothing was also cooler. So one time I got a free stethoscope off of Facebook, which is just absolutely bizarre. But basically, there's a company, and they're like, "We'll send you this stethoscope for free if you give us a good review on Amazon." So I'm like, "Free stethoscope? Fuck yeah!" And I got the stethoscope in the mail. The first thing I did was I went up to my cat while he was purring and slapped the stethoscope on his back, and you could hear it just go right into your ears, and it just goes, and it was just, oh, it was pure bliss. It was great. Gotta go. Well, have a good one, JJ. We're gonna be wrapping up pretty shortly soon here, anyways. Getting whiplash from the constant tonal shift. Jem, you should know me by now. I am so back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. It's just how I am, and unfortunately, I can't control it. It just do. The verbal diarrhea just comes out as it may. Ooh, I like the song, though. What's up, Flyboard? How you doing? Gonna stream going soon. Well, have a good one, Timber. And good luck with it. I think this would actually probably be a pretty good place to end stream. You know, we've been going for about 2 hours. We just went through our, quote unquote, tough talks of us just, being all dramatic and such. So, I think this would be a good time to end it. We'll be back soon. Either tomorrow, Monday, or Tuesday. I'll announce it in the Discord beforehand, and we're going to play some more Into the Radius. Because, like I said, it's been a minor addiction. After that, we'll start with Resident Evil 7. If I had to play one game for the rest of my life, what game would that be? That's a rather peculiar thing. Because gaming is constantly evolving, so it'd probably be a multiplayer game. Definitely something multiplayer, so each time I play it, the experience is different, but I don't have a distinct answer for that. But yeah, if you like what I do, there's links to the Discord, the YouTube, the Twitter. All I'm saying is if you want to know what goofiness I got cooking for next stream, Into the Radius, check out the Twitter. I have some stuff put up, a couple of clips of me running and screaming in that game because it's loud and scary, and squid monsters jumping at my face will make me shit bricks. So, thank you all so much, all of you, for joining me today. Just like every time, each individual here, you're not a number, you're a person. You're not a name, you're not just a number, you're an individual, and it means a lot that you choose to spend some of that time with me, because you are in no way obligated to. But I'm very thankful that you do. You be number 36? No, you can be number 39, because I like the number 3, and 9 is just 3 threes. So, thank you again, everybody, so very, very much. We'll wrap up for today. We'll be back soon. But I'm going to be in the Discord. I'm always typing and tip-tapping away. I talk in my Discord every single day. Just don't be weird. Just come by, say hi, to have a nice little chat. Am I going to send you on a raid? Of course, I send everyone on a raid pretty much every stream unless the stream crashes. Then I get too discouraged and I'm like, it's me, Mudahar, and I am out. Fucking love Mudahar. But yeah, I don't know who we're going to raid today. I kind of want to raid a smaller streamer because nothing ever excites me more when I only had a couple viewers and we raided somebody. So let's do that. Let's go find. I raided Rana yesterday, but Rana is a sweetheart and deserves to get checked out. See, we'll just point you that way so you don't see my body contort and break. Open up that way. Pause my own stream. Oh yeah, Curry. Oh, give me their name. Curry, give me their name right now, or I will punch a hole through your skull so hard that it explodes. That's right. I'll do it. So tell me, right now, Curry, or I'm gonna get louder. Curry, you're taking your sweet time. You have to count of 5. 1, 2, 3. Curry, stop saying Lamau and just say it. Okay. Alright, thank you. I will raid them in a moment. Before I fully go, there's a joke I want to share with you guys. You ready for this? It's comedy gold. Actually, wait, did I write the joke down? Because otherwise I'm going to butcher this joke. I think I did. Yes, alright, I did. Alright, y'all ready for this? Alright, y'all ready for this? Alright. Okay. Listen. If I was a Spanish magician, I'll disappear at the count of 3. 1, 2, and I have disappeared without a trace.